All right.
It's rabbit season.
Didn't mean to do that. Ooh, is that a manuscript page? Yeah.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified.
Read that one.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
All right.
What the hell was that?
I guess that's not creepy.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
I see a thermos. You know, I'm glad I started watching Twin Peaks because now I can see its influence in so many things. That way. Here.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong. Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Luckily, they give you a ton of ammo. Oh, jeez. Okie dokie then. Can Alan Wake climb? He can! Yay! I guess we're going up the ladder.
Taken. They're taken.
Nice. That's it.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
At least they give you a ton of batteries.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Oh boy. Okay, so shooting barrels does nothing.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Well, that's creepy. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Save that bad boy for a special occasion. Oops. Noise. Didn't look around here yet. I have an unhealthy coffee addiction. Aha, coffee. Do you see it? I see it. Love playing older games with super long draw distances. Yeah. Run. Run towards the light, Alan.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find him.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Oh, I already found it.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
World.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Distortions are strong. Whoops. So on the uptake there. See if I missed anything. Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. I'm stuck. Oh, boy. I'm stuck. Oh, no. Whoops. Coffee. Grab it, grab it. Okie dokie.
Salad, no. A man like me needs a hefty meal. That's for the day.
Sweet.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan.
Twilight Zone.
Princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Okay, that was cute. Looks like I missed one.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Distortions. Closing in.
Takes hours to cool. Dropping tools. Bounce. Easy and fatal. Count your tools, big boy. Tool forgotten has destroyed. Then
Oh boy. Oh, jeez. Okay then. Let's start with the shotgun this time.
Changing a spark plug for you is not as simple and as you might think. It can be dangerous. It requires patience. The engine takes hours to cool. Running tools is easy and fatal.
That's a lot of dudes. That is a lot of dudes.
Changing a spark plug for you is not as simple and as you might think. It can be dangerous. It requires patience, even with the engine takes hours to cool. Dropping tools bounce isn't easy.
Oh no. I'm pretty sure that's what I gotta get to, though.
Changing a spark plug for you is not as simple and as you might think. It can be dangerous. It requires patience, even with the engine takes hours to cool. Dropping tools bounce and fatal. Count before.
Oh my god, I got trapped in a corner. Okay, this game is pretty good until you get to these parts.
Changing a spark plug for you is not as simple and as you might think. It can
Look at
be dangerous. It requires patience, even with the engine takes hours to cool. Dropping tools in the engine will is easy and fatal. Before this much cool has destroyed the red car. Professional! Changing a spark plug for vehicle is not as simple and as you might think. It can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Ducky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
I nuked him. Tell you what though, definitely gonna hit up that huge supply crate before I head over there. Sweet.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.